3 weeks, two missed chances, one girl he couldn't forget. Jacob was about to learn that fate can be cruel before it is kind. He tried very hard not to take shortcuts to find her after she had said, "If we ever meet, coincidentally." For the first few days, he genuinely believed fate would bring them together again. After all, she had said, "Friends, only if we meet again." So he waited. He made himself available in the same locality where he had dropped her that rainy evening. Some mornings, he stood near the bus stop, pretending to check emails on his phone while secretly hoping she would walk down that lane. She never came. A few days later, he tried wandering through the nearby streets. That felt even more ridiculous. A CEO roaming random roads just to catch a glimpse of a girl he barely knew. Yet he did it anyway and returned home disappointed every single time. Eventually, he even considered taking the shortcut he had promised himself he wouldn't. He visited the children's home again. Perhaps she had left some contact details. Perhaps Mother Catherine knew something. Unfortunately, luck wasn't on his side. One of the sisters checked their records and shook her head. "We only note the details of donors, Mr. Jacob. She brought a cake and dinner for the children that day. We only know her name, Julie. Just Julie. Nothing more." 2 weeks passed. One evening, Satish finally lost his patience. "How long are you planning to stand at bus stops and roam around streets?" he asked, laughing. "We have a business to run." Jacob glared at him. Satish continued, "If she is your destiny, you'll see her again. If not now, then later." Jacob hated admitting it, but his friend was making sense. 3 weeks had passed since he had seen her. 3 weeks since the birthday. 3 weeks since the rain. 3 weeks since she had smiled at him and walked away. Life had to move on, or at least pretend to. A few days later, Satish dragged him to a shopping mall. His mother, Veni Amma, was celebrating her birthday and he wanted to buy her a necklace. Veni Amma had treated Jacob like her own son ever since childhood. So the two friends spent the evening browsing through jewelry stores. At least, that had been the plan. Jacob was examining a necklace when he heard it. A voice. Her voice. His heart stopped. ஆசை முகம் மறந்து போச்சே, இதை யாரிடம் சொல்வேன் அடி தோழி. ஆசை முகம் மறந்து போச்சே, இதை யாரிடம் சொல்வேன் அடி தோழி. நேசம் மறக்கவில்லை நெஞ்சம், நேசம் மறக்கவில்லை நெஞ்சம், எனில் நினைவு முகம் மறக்கலாமோ. ஆசை முகம் மறந்து போச்சே, இதை யாரிடம் சொல்வேன் அடி தோழி. Another Bharatiyar song. A song about longing. A song that mirrored every feeling buried inside him. Jacob looked up immediately. Without another word, he rushed out of the store. Down below, in the open space, at the center of the mall, a small stage had been set up for a public singing event. And there she was, Julie, dressed in a white salwar, singing. For a moment, the entire world disappeared. There was only her voice, Only her face. Only her. Jacob stood frozen on the third floor balcony. Then reality returned. He ran down the stairs. One flight, then another, and another. By the time he reached the ground floor, she was gone. Gone. Again. Jacob questioned the organizers desperately. Who was the singer? They checked their list. She only gave her name, sir. Julie. Just Julie. No phone number, no address, no details. Jacob stood there, defeated. Even fate seemed to be mocking him now. Satish eventually found him and led him away. Another week passed. Yet Julie refused to leave his thoughts. Day, night, meetings, meals, work, everywhere. He remembered the blue salwar from the children's home, the white salwar from the mall, her smile, her voice, her eyes, everything. Determined to regain focus, Jacob threw himself into work. A software company in Chennai had been put up for sale. The owner wanted to settle abroad with his son, was looking for the right buyer. For weeks, JK Software Solutions negotiated the acquisition. Finally, an agreement was reached. The company officially became part of JK Software Solutions. The employees knew the ownership had changed, but they hadn't yet met their new CEO. Jacob and Satish planned a site visit before making any formal announcements. They wanted to understand the infrastructure, employees, and work culture firsthand. That evening, they drove toward the office. It was raining. Satish was behind the wheel. Jacob sat beside him, absent mindedly, watching the city pass by. Their car stopped at a signal. On the opposite side of the road stood a bus stop. Jacob casually glanced in that direction and froze. His heart recognized her before his mind did. Julie, standing there, waiting for a bus. This time, Jacob didn't hesitate. He didn't wait for fate. He didn't wait for coincidence. He didn't wait for another missed opportunity. Before Satish could react, Jacob opened the passenger door and jumped out of the car. Jacob! Ignoring his friend's shout, he ran across the road, over the median, through the traffic, toward her. Just as the bus arrived, Julie stepped forward. The doors opened. Passengers boarded. Jacob ran faster. She climbed inside. The doors began to close. The bus started moving. Jacob sprinted after it. Julie was finally within reach. But would Jacob catch the bus or lose her all over again? Stay right here for the next episode. This is Between Love and Truth, where love is deep and truth runs deeper than we think. Thanks for listening.